another Wait and See Wednesday, and we're really excited to be here. As usual, we have a few guests. I do want to thank our chat mods and remind everybody to be nice in the chat. And I really do hope you're excited to be here. So let's go ahead and move right to bringing in our guests today. Hello, today we have Comic Geekery and Sylviana.
Hi.
We may have some other guests join us as we go along.
Hi.
So how are both of you doing?
Distraught in the wake of Amazon betraying us, dropping that release date out of nowhere. No care for all the predictions we made.
On a random
We had
day.
a system.
Yeah, it was. Why do you think they did it on the 13th?
I
It was
don't know
exactly
if there
3
was a
months.
reason. I don't trust them anymore. It's been broken.
What did you think, Sylviana?
Maybe because it was almost exactly 90 days before the release date, or they just wanted to trick us, as the person responsible for that said that she needs to be more sneaky about it.
Yes. I guess that was one of their ways of being sneaky. But I think you're right. If it's coming out May 13th, then it's essentially almost, it's 2 months to the day kind of thing. So do you think we'll get a drop today? I know some of the fandom have been speculating that we might not get one because of the odd release date trailer thingy that happened on Friday.
I think we've still got a decent chance. The images we've got have been telling a story, and that doesn't feel like a story that's finished.
I agree. I think there'll be some
Yeah,
today
me too.
too. You do too, Sylviana? I'll put up a
Yeah.
poll in the chat here so our audience can also guess. Yeah, about 12 minutes until we find out. And I really do hope we do. So, what did you guys think of the teaser trailer?
That was fun. That was I loved the the way that the bookshop was being brought back to life and seeing a little bit of behind the scenes magic. And also I don't know if this was intended, but it felt like a little bit of a connection with the fans. Like this is these are the people who worked really hard to make this finale happen. Um
That's true.
so the saying we're open.
Open for us.
Yeah. I like that they showed us the filming crew, the people working behind the scenes to make it happen. That was nice.
That was nice. It does remind us that it is not just, Michael and David. I think sometimes, yeah, sometimes we get sort of hung up on them. Hundreds of people do this. Let's see. So far, it looks like most of the audience agrees that they think we will get a drop today, but we do have a solid almost 20% of people who do not think we'll get a drop today. So I get that though, because the story like the elevator, if we're right that it's Aziraphale going down in the elevator and then, standing in front of the bookshop and then opening it, and then we see, the open sign, maybe that could be the story. But I don't think they're just going to like stop promotional material when there's still roughly 3 months until the show. They want to hype it up, right? Keep the hype train
Maybe,
going.
maybe not. Bless you.
That again.
Maybe now, maybe now they'll show us Crowley or like wherever he is. Maybe we will get something as vague as the elevator and
That
start
one is
another.
the big question.
Another vague clue.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is a good question. So, you, Sylviana, think we'll see Crowley? Is that your guess for today?
Maybe not exactly Crowley, but like the first picture here, his shadow or something like that. But we may not be sure it's Crowley, but
Something Crowley
we may.
adjacent.
Yeah. I hope so.
What do you think, Comic Geekery? Got a guess?
Um, I think that that's a pretty solid guess. I mean, if we're going to have another drop. Like the big burning question that remains is what's up with Crowley. Like now we've got a vague notion of Aziraphale.
Mm-hmm.
What's going on with the other half? If they still want to tease us, even more than doing something vague for Crowley, I don't know, something alluding to the second coming, um,
Something Jesus-y, maybe.
something Jesus-y. Yeah.
I'll ask the guests too. Let's see, what will we see today? Now, for those of you who don't think we'll see anything today, what do you think we'll see next? Just take the question that way.
Mm.
So, same thing. Crowley, another character. Some people are hoping for the poster or even another teaser trailer today.
Mm-hmm.
I have seen a few people hoping for that. I mean, we're always hoping for more, more of that.
Maybe the next series of pictures will lead us to the poster this time. Or
Oh, that would
something
be.
like that.
Oh, because the first series led to the release date. Second. Oh,
Yeah.
that's a really good theory. I like that idea. We want to see Crowley in the chat. Yes. An official trailer today, please. I would love to see an official trailer. I don't think we're going to get that personally because we just got the teaser, and I think that they're kind of hoping that larger, it's not a crumb, like here's a whole meal, and now you get to live on that for a little while before you get the next big thing. So I could be wrong though, obviously. Yeah, wait and see what we are doing. I think way closer to the time we will get a poster. Yeah, I think that we would probably get the poster before a full trailer. You guys agree with that?
Yeah, probably.
And are we sure we're getting a poster? I know that Michael Ralph, who I believe Michael Ralph was the one in charge of the first poster. Am I wrong about that? I know the person who did the poster last time is still contracted for Good Omens 3. They don't only do the posters, they did some other graphics art too. So it could be stuff only internally to the show technically, but because they are part of the like the listed production, I think we will see a poster based on that. Yeah, Peter Anderson said something on Blue Sky about behind the scenes today.
Did he?
I'm not sure. I'm asking. It says the
He
timeline.
teased
That's
us.
from
Yeah.
Eldenono.
I mean, Peter Anderson Studios did say, like, give you permission to take the full day off to microanalyze the teaser we got.
Because that's what we do.
That is what we do.
Let's see.
Um,
I'll check Blue Sky.
I am surprised about that because I wouldn't have thought that there was too much to microanalyze in the teaser. Like, we've got a
Because it's behind
Aziraphale shop. And,
Yeah.
yeah. Like, maybe there's some set kind of clues with the layout of Soho from what we can see of it. But
Yeah, it seemed in my comments last week, most people seemed to agree that the person flipping the sign to open is probably just another cast member rather than, it being an actual shot from the show kind of thing.
and it says something when our fandom is like, no, that's not anything.
It's just a cast member. It doesn't mean anything. What do you mean it doesn't mean anything? Oh, okay, yeah. So, I see. I'm going to actually show this shot from Peter Anderson Studios here. This is today. It says Wednesday upside down, and it is clearly like a green screen shot with somebody in a big black. What is this?
Is that Death?
Yeah, that was my first thought.
It might be Death. Okay, well, that's wild. I didn't actually expect to have something. Well, we got something new to look at, if nothing else. What is this? They have Wednesday upside down. What does it mean? Oh my goodness. Okay, we got 4
the
minutes
caption
left.
says a little goblin.
Does it?
Is that
A little
is that
goblin
something Peter Anderson
standing-
wrote?
Yes, a little goblin standing in front of a Green screen. Okay, so that is, what do they call that? That's for vision impaired people who can't
Uh-huh.
really see it, so that they have a description of the image. I forget what it's called. There's a word for it though. So it's literally
Right,
just a description for, yeah, but that is what it is.
right,
A little
but
goblin.
does it yeah.
Hmm.
Is it like from Star Wars? Star Wars has no goblins. It does kind of look like a Jawa though, a little bit.
Oh, surprise crossover.
Yeah, right. It's the crossover no one was actually looking for. I mean, I like Star Wars, but
5 minutes
so
in, Aziraphale comes down to Earth. Crowley grabs him. They go off to the stars. They find some Jawas.
then they meet Luke Skywalker. Okay.
Yes. I mean, I think Mark Hamill would probably love it.
Oh my gosh, I'm sure that man is a nerd in the best, all the best ways, same as us.
Absolutely. Yes.
Okay. So we do have another sticker drawing today, which I will do after the drop with everybody. The person doing the stickers, they're being so generous, sending so many out to everybody. I think that's really nice of them. And when we do that, I'll put up their socials and stuff for everybody to see. And if they want to go check out their little shop. Let's see. Okay, we've got 2 minutes left, so I'm going to put my little countdown thingy up here. I just have to remember where I put it. Oh, right, it's right here. Also, better check and see, is anybody in the waiting room?
No.
Nope. Okay. Alrighty. I do hope we get something today. I think it would be fun if we did get something, even just these images every week until it comes out. That's a lot of weeks. How many weeks is that? 11?
13?
13? Okay.
13,
Counting.
40, something
Yeah.
like that.
Let's see. Good Omens 3 over. Oh, I think they're talking about how they're going to release it. I know some people were discussing, will it be released at midnight or will it be released more? I guess they said Fallout was released more prime time, like dropped. But they do tend to drop stuff at like midnight Eastern time, which is such an awkward time to release anything. Why would they do that?
Is it's still is it in conjunction with the BBC?
I think so. You got a point there. But that makes it like 6 a.m., which still isn't, or 6 a.m., which isn't really a prime time either. Okay, we've got 15 seconds. Assuming they do it on time this time. We still just got the teaser there. So we just got to keep refreshing until something comes up. So 5, 4,
4,
3,
3,
2,
2,
1. All right, let's see. If anything, I do not see anything new.
Okay.
Let's
Nothing
pop over to
yet.
X and double check though. I hate going to X and I apologize to everyone. I did actually get rid of my account there for a while, but I reactivated it just for this. Yep. Looks like those 20% of people might have been let me get rid of that. Yeah, it is not up. Nothing new.
Oh well.
It's okay.
I mean,
We do have other stuff to look at. We do.
I suppose Aziraphale's journey through photos here could maybe be concluded by the behind the scenes teaser. And there it is, the same area. But I don't know. I was really expecting him to unlock the door and something inside
Something to
to be
happen.
revealed.
Or like Silvana said, like start a new journey for Crowley to go on the same kind of a thing.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, so he has Wednesday upside down, which is interesting that Peter Anderson Studios posted something about a Wednesday if we're not getting anything today. What does Wednesday upside down mean? Let me see. Gonna double check. Is anybody else seeing anything? Am I missing anything? Oh, I didn't want to be right. Perkins, yeah. That's okay though. for the poll, so what will we see today and or next is Crowley, with a poster being the second for the poll. I would like to see a poster. That would be really, really cool. Reverse psychology, since the image, well, yeah, it could be. The images did lead up to a teaser trailer, so yeah, maybe because we got something Friday, we won't get something until next week. It's anti-Wednesday. So sad.
Maybe.
Maybe we're going to be moving things to Fridays. We won't find out until a few days from now.
Well,
But I
while
think
we're
Prime always does it on
So go ahead.
Wednesday, usually. I mean, I think someone mentioned that Prime usually promotes things on Wednesday.
They do, in my experience so far, and limited experience. All right, folks. We will take a look at the teaser trailer today, then, since we do have it to look at. But real quick, before we start that, if you'd like to have some free stickers from Anna on Blue Sky, was generous enough to continue donating. Good Omens, an assorted. Everyone's going to get something different. We're going to do one winner per week. And I do want to still keep doing these Wednesdays. We'll do them next Wednesday. If we don't get anything next Wednesday, we can kind of reevaluate. I do think today might be like a pause before they restart. That's also a possible thing. So let's see here. Get up the raffle. One sec. My apologies. There we go. My YouTube for Nightbot. All right, so if you'd like to enter for stickers, type in !stickers into the chat and you will be entered to draw, and we'll let that run for like 5-10 minutes before we do the drawing. And do be kind enough, if you want, to go visit their shop on, that's Ko-fi, which I wasn't familiar with that site before I met them. Ko-fi.com at Anna's Corner Shop. They do stickers and some other things too. All right.
So, what's up with the finale dropping on a Wednesday itself?
Yeah, that's a bit strange.
That's a good question. Actually, I have no idea. That's a Wednesday, May 13th. I hadn't even really registered that somehow.
Do you think it's possible that Wednesdays will be significant to the plot in the finale?
It is possible, but I do think that Wednesday is just the traditional day Amazon does this. Again, there's only 2 shows that I had followed before this.
With
and
our
they both do
goblin
Wednesdays.
holding a Wednesday.
That's true.
Yeah.
That could be funny if it was. Wednesday is definitely the judgment day. Somebody said they sent me an email last week. Okay, so folks, let's see. Oh, okay. I will check on that, dear. I have had a week I can't even explain.
Oh no.
So, yeah, we'll do a couple more minutes here for the giveaway, and then. But while we're doing that, let's take a look at the teaser trailer. If you guys want to do that, is that okay?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna now again. Comic Geekery, Sylviana, you guys won't be able to hear this, but there's no dialogue, so I don't think it should be a problem.
Okay.
Let's see. I'm not gonna do it with my VLC player. Too fast. There we go. Okay. There. Can everybody see?
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we can start out. This is obviously what the bookshop will look like in the show, so it's kind of show shot. I don't know, because it really fades really quickly, but I don't see anything in the shot to note personally. What do you guys think?
I mean, the upstairs lights are on.
Which is the
Yeah.
living quarters, right?
Yeah.
And
/ maybe the upper level of the shop.
the lights by Aziraphale's desk are on.
Mm.
Mm.
Is there somebody? Wait. Can't zoom. Does anybody see anything right there? Is that what I'm
Uh,
talking about? Like the top of somebody's head? A fluffy white angel, maybe? Oh, you know what I bet that is? That's that bust. There's
Yeah.
like a, I forget who it's of. Looks like it's like Mark Antony, kind of a Greek bust. I bet it's that
mhm,
actually. Maybe.
mhm.
Someone is definitely in there. Okay, we'll do a poll for that really quick and then move on. Keep looking. So is there somebody visible? Does anybody see anybody in the window? It's harder to tell.
I, I just see assorted stuff.
Okay. Is there somebody visible in the shop, guys? Looks like. We'll see what the audience thinks there. Okay, let's keep going. Okay, so here with the Chinese restaurant, we can go actually a minute later so we can see
And
what
there's us. That's a joke I've seen on Tumblr. They're passing by a big fan.
oh my
So
gosh, that is what that is. Oh my gosh, a big fan. Okay, that is exactly the kind of pun that's on purpose. For sure, they know us too well. That's really clever. Whoever noticed that. Let's see. Kayla is changing the rules mid-game like God. Did they switch to Fridays? Okay. I am reconnected. We are back.
hey,
Yep, everybody's back. I don't know if that was on my end. What was that? Had to be on my end. My sincere apologies, everybody. Thanks for being patient. 30 seconds. I don't. Somebody else said. Yeah, I think it had to just be a little hiccup in the internet on my end, guys. My apologies. I'm glad it came right back. I was like, oh no, I guess the live stream ended very abruptly. All right. Make sure. Yep. Okay. Yep. Everything's all still running. Cool. Okay. So this is the casino. Is that what some people were saying? Is that what this
no, that's the
is?
Chinese restaurant.
That's still
That's the characters.
okay. So is it just
Are
two
there?
portions to the same?
Is there a restaurant and a grocery store? I remember there was mention of a grocery store.
The grocery store is on the left, like Lucky Snake Grocery.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. And this says Chinese restaurant. So how could this building? It's across the street. It doesn't I mean,
Mm.
it's got you're clearly correct. It has the characters on it. So if there's kind of a little tiny Chinatown right here, like its own little area, it could just be another shop. What was on this location before? Let me actually, pardon me. I was going to open Discord, and I know I'm going to get that off the screen. Not.
I think no. Was it the magic shop in the past? I'm not sure, but someone made the map.
That's why I was going to go get the map really quick.
If Wickber Street has been left to like real business and economic issues, the magic shop is the one I could see closing most quickly. So
Yeah, without
maybe
Aziraphale
there's
to
a new
basically
business.
patronize it. Yeah.
Patronize it, not charge any rent.
Yeah, or Maggie's
Looks
shop.
looks like we might still be having technical difficulties, which is just going to be internet connection stuff. Okay, they can still hear us. It looks like it was just one person.
Okay.
Or it came back. Okay, let's find that map. I know I saw that map. I think Joe Madge posted the map somewhere in here. Oh my gosh, we post so much though on Discord, and I didn't save this. Why didn't I save it? A map of Wickber Street as far as we can tell what it looks like, essentially.
I think you can search in the thread.
Okay, Herbalist, I found it, from Yuri Goddess, has posted. So what we have is Lucky Snake Grocery here.
Okay.
Fang's Chinese Buffet Restaurant, same location as season 1 and season
Okay.
2. And this is a Chinese herbalist, also same location. The guess is, if we go a moment further in, kind of went past it just a hair, that this shop on the left with the flowers on the wall is the casino.
Okay. I didn't realize there was a casino on Wickford Street.
There wasn't before. It
Okay.
says, in former seasons, this was a millinery, so hat shop.
I wonder what that means. Why is there a casino now? Like, kind of random.
I am very curious about the casino. We knew there would be a casino based on some of the casting information we got, because some people were cast as. There's a word for casino
Oh,
dealer.
we can see a little bit of English on the Chinese language building on the right.
Oh, there. It says, yeah, star luck, star something.
hmm
Good catch. So yeah, herbalist. I didn't know it was an herbalist. Let's see. There must be more promo between now and the movie. I should think so.
Oh, absolutely.
They're not going to
Yeah.
just be like, "Oh, good luck now, guys. We'll see you in 3 months." Someone's guessing we'll see Crowley gambling his car away in grief, hence the casino.
I mean,
So, God does play cards with the universe, and there was a poker
that's a
setup
good
in the
point.
initial scene. So maybe it's just going to be like Aziraphale playing a game. Is it going to like mirror the reality of what's happening? Like we'll have this story where we're seeing somebody play a poker game or a game of craps or I don't know, roulette or something.
What are
Croupier. Thank you.
casinos?
That is the
Croupier.
word. Yes, croupier.
What are casinos like in the UK? I was like, in America, a lot of places you need to get like special legal permission to make them to build them, and they, as a result, wind up only happening when it's like a big building with a lot of very bright lights. And this seems almost like a mom and pop casino.
Mom and pop casino. I mean, I think those exist in the U.S. They're not mom and pop. Those little, what are they called? Dotties or doties or something. They just do keno and stuff. You go in there. I only know this. My grandpa back in the day. That's like his favorite place to hang out. He'd go in the afternoon and like get a lemonade and play keno
Hmm.
at these places. I think some of them
Is
have
that
like 1 or 2 slot machines.
okay?
I if anyone lives in the UK that's in the chat, tell us what are what are the rules for casinos? What do they look like also there?
I mean, well, Wickford Street already had a brothel, but that was probably a little more discreet.
Yeah, that's true. Their signs there did not indicate brothel. It was a lot more subtle. There was this scene design of many men with guns in a Chinese restaurant, wasn't there? Scene design, you mean like from season 1 or season 2? Someone's at that's looks like Mika Reeds is asking that. Um, I don't remember anything about that, but that doesn't mean it didn't happen. Okay, are we ready to move on? Anybody else
Yeah,
got
let's do it.
Okay. Okay, I am going to pause it there while they're putting the chairs down.
Can we see any words on the back of the chairs?
That's
I don't think we can see the backs.
Let's take a look. They don't flip them around. Nope.
no.
Sorry, a little pixelated there. When they walk in with them, let's go really, really, really slow. They're holding them in the orientation where they're going to set them down.
Is the
Oh,
car
they just set them
significant?
down. They are facing the bookshop, though, yes? Or are they facing us? It's hard for me to see. No, they're facing us, aren't
Us.
they?
Us.
They are facing us. They're not facing the bookshop.
Yes.
You know what that means? Again, I mentioned this actually, and I just realized David and Michael did an interview as part of the promotional material before season
Yes.
2 came out, where David's wearing that cute pink sweater, and you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Maybe
In this location.
maybe this is a hint that we will see another cast interview. I'm not saying necessarily between David and Michael. Could be though. Could be like
I
Derek
mean,
J. Beer.
if it's two chairs that close together, like I can't help but imagine that it's David and Michael.
It must be
Okay.
them.
Okay, that is my guess. I'm guessing that they're actually hinting that to us.
A second before this, there's a car in this street. Do
Okay,
you
let's
think
go
that might be
back.
something?
Oh, yep, I see it on the left there.
Hmm.
Do you think, okay, so this is an indoor set. So that car is not like a cast member parked there while we're doing setup, right? Or a
Mm.
crew member, I mean.
Hmm.
Like that's
Right.
part of the scene as it's going to be shot.
Hmm.
It doesn't look like it has anything special as a license plate. Does it say MD like 73 something something? I don't think that means anything, but
Hmm.
I could be wrong.
Yeah.
What is,
I mean, it could just be set dressing.
yep. There's the bicycle again.
Yes.
Yes.
Graffiti? Or is that, oh, so this is the
Cards.
casino.
Mm.
Cards.
Cause-
Oh, people kept
Cards.
saying there
These
were
are
cards
cards.
below. I am just blind as a bat. Okay. It's four
Oh,
cards with the
okay.
different suits on them. That's very good. Yes, correct. Good job. Okay.
Interesting. And that's on the hell side. So, in the former picture where it looked like there was a kind of heaven hell division that adds gambling to the hell side.
I mean, it's right there attached to the bookshop. Maybe Crowley did open his own little shop there on the on Whitclear Street, and now he runs a casino. So about the
Oh,
Chinese lanterns, you can see here that they run all the way up to be in front of the street, which is why I think some people were guessing that Chinese New Year might be.
mhm.
And you know, we did get the teaser before Chinese, like right before, because isn't it today? No, yesterday. My apologies. I think it
Yesterday.
was. Yeah,
But
yesterday.
it's like a month of celebration.
Right. So a lot of people's guess is this is just a local celebration. It's so it's up and down the whole street.
Hmm.
Yeah. Will God be working at the casino? You know, I keep guessing we won't see God, but that is one way, as an almost a cameo kind of see her working at the casino.
I really hope it's Frances McDormand.
That would
I
just see her dealing. She doesn't even talk or something.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome. Truly. All
give
right,
a
I am
little
going to
wink to
go
the
ahead.
camera.
Sorry, go ahead.
Imagine if she's there being a dealer, doesn't say anything, just winks at the camera.
Just kind of breaks the fourth wall casually. Okay, why don't we go ahead and do, gotta get the thing up back up, the giveaway. So one last chance for anybody that just popped up in the chat. So we are doing a sticker giveaway. I'll give you one more minute. From Anna, who is generously sharing these with us just for fun. And they will mail these to you. They can mail anywhere but a couple of countries in the world. That's like Somalia, basically the ones that are maybe in the middle of a war might not be easy to get into. But other than that, they said that they would mail them to anybody. So if you want stickers, please type !stickers in the chat, and then I'm going to go ahead and draw in about a minute. So, and then what we're going to have you do is, if you can't type in the chat, that might pop up for you. If that doesn't work, just email me at my public email address, which is part of my YouTube channel. You can see it right there. All right, guys, everybody, good luck. Here we go. I should have mentioned that the guests are allowed to enter if you want to in the chat.
Oh, I was on
Okay.
top of it.
So I think it's Himchi. Congratulations. If you're still in the chat, please give me a contact, because I cannot get you the stickers without that. And as a backup, I actually ordered a bunch of my own just so I could give some away too, just in case. So we can do one more drawing right now. All right, so let's draw again. There we go. Congratulations. Helen Wheels, Utah. Great name. Please do contact me. You can send me a message. If Nightbot works for you, it should be trying to send you a message right now. And if you can't contact me, email me, sandaria.public@gmail.com, and I will get your address and we'll get those stickers out to you. So congratulations, both of you. And we'll do this again next week, whether it's Wednesday or Friday. I guess we'll find out. If something comes out this Friday, do you think we should start doing, we wouldn't be wait and see Friday? Yes.
Finale Friday.
Finale Friday. That's brilliant. I love it. That's why you're the writer. The alliteration.
Oh, thank you.
All right. Okay. Thank you, everybody. And if you missed out on the stickers, we will get to do it again next week, next time we do a live stream anyway. All right. Let's look back at the teaser. Here we go. Anything else I missed in the chat about this scene? What is this person carrying? Do you guys know?
A ladder?
Yeah, well, maybe. It almost looks like a long bassoon or something, but ladder makes more sense.
I'm going to type this in the chat really quick. A ladder's a good guess, I think, Sylviana, actually. Okay, folks, I'm putting my email in the chat. So for those of you who need to contact me, and anyone can contact me here. This is my little tiny business email. So, yep. Okay. Oh, yes, Rapunzel made a form for me. I forgot about that, Rapunzel. My brain is not entirely functional today. Like I said, it's been a rough week. But thank you, Rapunzel. You can either email me or use this form to fill out, and then I can contact you and get you your stickers. All right. Okay, let's keep going. I'm going to pause it before the person shows up. Anything to note here?
Well, I assume those are the opening hours, though I can't read them.
They are the same ones from season 1 and season 2. Other people I know have posted in like Tumblr.
Good.
Yeah.
Zoom and enhance, and it is the exact same one.
Wonderful. Good to hear.
Let's see. Someone says that a man in a black sweater putting down the left chair is wearing a tie similar to the one Crowley wears. Let's see. Oh, I see. Is that a tie? That just, I thought, okay. Let me look.
I would assume it's a
it is.
lanyard, but oh, you're right. You're right.
That
It's a
person
tie
is
with
correct.
a little clip.
Yeah. Kind of like the tie from 1941.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm?
So, Luthien Miranda, they have emailed me. Your stickers are actually on the way. They got mailed yesterday. So, you'll get them soon. I promise. The first set was a little hard. I was still working out how we were going to do it. Like, the person had contacted me to share the stickers, Anna. But we were still like working out whether they were going to mail them to me and I was going to mail them out, or they were going to mail them out. And so it took like a week to get it all coordinated, but they're all on the way now. So, all right. Yep. Okay. So that is interesting to note about that tie. So I apologize for jumping in here. Anything else? I don't think the letter slot, everything looks the same.
Well, we can see that bust you were mentioning. It does look a little further from the door than I think would appear in the other image.
Okay, wait, we're going to jump back and look. Okay, so there's also, is that moving, or is it just because the camera's moving? Because you see how it moves? It's like dead center there, the crossbars.
Mm-hmm.
Is that because the camera moved, or if it moved?
Yeah,
if it moved, it's
I
a
think
person. So. Okay.
I think that was just the camera.
Okay. Let's go back to here. I think that's the bust in probably in the first scene. I think you're right about that. It's on the right side.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay, I do want to go back because I mentioned the very first time I saw that it looked like Crowley was on their T-shirt, which confused me because I was like, why would Crowley be on their T-shirt? If see, does that not look like
No, that I think that's Gareth from Labyrinth.
Oh, oh. Okay, wait. The Labyrinth T-shirt would be a nice callback. All right, in the chat, I'll read them. What do you guys think is on this T-shirt? I know it doesn't. It's a cast member, and they're probably wearing something from their house, but maybe it's, you know, who knows? They're wearing like, is it a Good Omen shirt? Is it? It doesn't look like Crowley to you guys. There's a big
If it's
red slash. Something. All right. It's just the camera moving. Okay, they're still talking about, yeah, if that was the bust or Crowley. And some
if
people said it
that's
looks like Crowley. Not two glasses?
I if it's Gareth from Labyrinth, or is it Jareth? I don't remember, and I'm sorry if I'm getting it wrong, but that would be, oh
Oh,
god, uh, it would be the Goblin King, and maybe we've got goblins on our
maybe
minds
there's
today.
goblins somehow. Okay,
But
so
more directly, it is David Bowie. So Crowley has been likened to him in the past.
that was, yeah, I think on purpose, David Bowie was one of the influences they used when doing his like vibe and costume and stuff, right?
Yes.
Okay. I think people are asking to see the goblin post again in chat, so we'll pop that up really quick. Yeah, here's on Blue Sky what they posted. Yeah. This morning, it says about 4 hours ago. So that I think that's kind of hilarious, honestly. Okay, so shirt. Let's keep going. Shirt person. Pink nails. And we'll pause it there. You got any thoughts?
I I know we all went through this, like what member of the cast it could be, and I agree that it's probably just a crew member.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but the person I went to was assuming it was Maggie at first, just
That's
because of
how
the
I felt
hair.
at first, too. What about you, Sylviana? Do you think it's a crew person or do you think it's someone else?
No, I think it's a crew person. Like all people in this teaser are from the crew.
Yeah, it makes sense. It is a teaser that is behind the scenes, not in show. So, yeah, random person, I'm afraid.
Hmm.
David Bowie's character was an inspiration for Crowley. Not for Crowley like written in the book or I think just for the costuming. And I think like the hair he had in season 2, something like that.
Michael Sheen did refer to him as the Thin Dark Duke, I think.
That's right. Which is a reference to, yeah, that's what I'm saying. So yeah, I think there's a little bit of an influence. Keith Richards I think was one of the main influences too. There was
Mhm.
another rocker that I can't remember that was also a red influence, a red-haired married woman. Yeah, oh, so that was what I was thinking is did Maggie and Nina get married in the interim? I think actually that would be a fun way to jump in if they're going to re-include their characters that they've progressed in their relationship. It's been so long, a couple of years that Nina did get over her broken relationship. They started dating. Maybe they're even more serious than dating. That's actually a fun question. If we see Nina and Maggie, do you think they'll be in a relationship, and what kind, if so?
I I imagine that they'd be dating by now. Um, like it just would feel narratively weird if they weren't, unless they wanted to make a point and say like, yeah, sometimes relationships with people you were really into don't work out.
That's
Don't read into this.
that is a good point. To scare us.
Yeah.
The whole
It's like
episode.
they made Nina and Maggie so overtly parallel Curly and Aziraphale.
That's true. I wonder if that will continue. Okay, wait and see finale Friday. Just stay close. So, oh yeah, so that does the person does have red hair. That does make me wonder. So if we get something this Friday, I will set up live streams Friday. If that doesn't work for you, Comic Geekery, or you, Sylviana, I apologize, or anyone else who might be able to come. We'll do it. We have to do whatever Amazon tells us to, apparently. At least at the time they say to do it.
Mm.
If nothing drops this Friday, I do still want to do this again on Wednesday, but only if we have anything new to talk about. So if there's anything new to talk about in the interim, we can do this again on Wednesdays,
Sure.
just for the audience to know. And until then, we'll wait till we get something to look at, and then we'll do these again because it is so fun to geek out with other people live.
Is
Okay, so here we go. Let it go all the way to the end. The music. I know that you folks can't hear it there, but you know it is the piece right when Aziraphale gets into the elevator. It is that piece of music. I overlaid it.
mm-hmm.
So that's on purpose too, because this all seems to be about Aziraphale in the elevator. Even this is referencing that still.
Yep, still fairly ominous. Ominous. So maybe they're not planning to give us any hints about Crowley. Maybe we'll be in the dark with Aziraphale when for a while longer. Maybe eventually we'll get a poster or trailer that will give us a look at him, but for now it might just be like we are with Aziraphale's point of view.
Right. So all those theories about Aziraphale's hair potentially changing, at least in the one shot we got, which I can bring back up, doesn't seem to be the case, does it? Like, that's just Aziraphale's normal fluffy hair.
I would agree with that. I think that there was more speculation about his hair being different in the behind the scenes shots we got when filming was happening.
Yeah. And,
Yeah.
right now, why don't we do this because we only have a few minutes left anyway? We're going to talk spoilers that we've seen, shots we've seen that aren't officially released. They were leaks, essentially set leaks. So if you're not into set leaks, thank you everybody for coming. We're only on for 5 more minutes, but we're going to go ahead and talk that stuff now. So, because that is too fun and we haven't got to discuss it really. So what were you going to say, Comic Geekery? Go ahead.
Yeah, so we did get a couple of behind the scenes or some leaks during filming of Aziraphale with some much more normal human looking hair in a different bookshop, I think in Edinburgh. Though I'm not sure if it'll actually be set in Edinburgh. I think that's just where they were filming. And we saw Crowley dramatically storming out of that bookshop. Possibly with some slightly different looking hair himself.
Yes.
So
Yes.
I have a shot from that. One sec here. I have the whole thing
And-
somewhere, but not
And
on
also,
Minute Pages.
Michael mentioned in some interview that he needed to be in disguise for good omens, like in some scene, and he used the nose that he bought somewhere from some other
That's
movie.
right. On his social media, he posted something with that nose from
Yes.
Macbeth. What was it from?
it was
I don't
something that
remember.
Christopher Lee wore, I think.
But he
So-
mentioned that he needed to be in disguise, so maybe his hair was for the disguise too. I don't know.
That's
Possible.
a good guess.
Like, I think we're gonna see unprecedented levels of skullduggery from Aziraphale. Like, he loves a bit of covert espionage. And we saw it in 1941. We saw it when he was disguised as Brother Francis. We
The
saw him.
journaling.
Yes, a newspaper man.
Yes.
Newspaper. All right. So here's the image that you were referring to about Crowley's. Hold on. Sorry, I got to open it on its own. where Crowley's hair looks a little different. I know some people were freaking out a little bit because this was more fear about them turning human after
Hmm.
people saw these set leaks. So do you think
I
that that's likely?
don't see the image you're talking about.
I haven't got it up yet.
Oh, okay.
I just grabbed it off Discord just now. So
Okay.
there we go. Okay. Here we are. So this one is the one where I some people were saying this is a snake tattoo, but I don't think it is. That just looks like natural sideburns. But
The hair looks a little lighter, but then again, season 2 it was a little darker. No, maybe Crowley is has taken to playing with the shade of his hair now.
so sorry about that.
Or it's just lighting, or the quality of camera.
This does look like a natural human shade of red, though.
It
Yeah.
does. They kind of look like blonde highlights almost. Just some people were saying gray, but this isn't gray at all. This just looks like strawberry blonde instead of.
Hmm.
Yeah, maybe he goes and sees a salon. He goes to a salon now and gets his hair frosted. A balayage or something. Anyway,
It is interesting since Crowley has changed his hair so many times that he has previously always kept the red. I wonder if he was like proud of that. I wonder if he is kind of vain about his hair.
I'm there is something definitely vain in the snazzy clothes and stuff. That's part of
Yeah.
his character. But does the fact if he has blonde streaks, is this like a little bit of an indication that I don't want to go with the crazy theory that Aziraphale and I'm sorry for those of you who believe it if I just called you crazy. My apologies, but the wild but fun theory that they didn't swap bodies when they kissed, but that they've like shared a part of each other during that kiss. But if you're talking about metaphorically, they did. I mean,
Mm.
Crowley and Aziraphale has affected each other their entire existences. So is this sort of like maybe representation that there's a little bit of Aziraphale and Crowley with the blonde? Or maybe he misses him?
Oh, that would be interesting.
I
Changing hair colors because he misses Aziraphale.
I think I think it's probably more of a lighting thing, but I
Yeah.
do think that they definitely deeply miss each other and have a lot of big feelings about it. Um, as for the concerns fandom has had about them turning human, like,
Mm-hmm.
nah.
Nah,
If
I
the
agree.
most it would happen is if it were a temporary thing that happened to them that they were freaking out about before the end of the finale. I think that they would. I 100% believe we are in this finale. We are getting smooches. We are getting love confessions. We are getting a cottage in the South Downs.
I
Uh,
I think so. I think it was planned. I think it was planned that way initially. That's why they said it all those years ago.
mhm.
Absolutely.
And fans have made it pretty clear that we want that.
Yeah. Although it's true that sorry, I know he who must not be named, Neil Gaiman, did say that I don't know whether to believe him or not though. He didn't read fan stuff. He's not taking into consideration like what we want.
Mm.
He's gonna do what Terry and he planned was the point. But I do think they planned that. And Rob's little, kissy kissy thing. Rob knows what Terry wanted. So
Yeah, and the whole reason we have championed the cottage in the South Downs is because they came up with it in the first place.
exactly. Yeah, we didn't invent that idea. That was literally
Um,
told to us at a fan convention.
by the way, we've got another guest.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for letting me know. Who do we have back here? Eterna. Hello. We'll bring them right on now. Give me just a moment. I really need to organize all this stuff better. I don't know why I'm so. And I moved them up there. I lost. There you are.
Hi.
Thank you guys for being patient. I just hit the wrong button. I am the most technically inept person sometimes. Okay, try that one more time. There we go. All right. There they are. Hello, Aeterna.
Hi.
Thanks for popping in.
Yeah,
We didn't get a new drop. Was a sad
I
update.
saw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but we're here talking about the trailer that we do have, which is still a big deal. So, I never talked about this end screen, the Good Omens 3 logo, and this fire everywhere. I didn't even talk about it when I was analyzing it. For some reason, I was like, credits, and I just kind of like ignored it. But of course, there's actually something going on here. It's okay. So we got the logo coming in. Is this the bookshop? You can see windows.
It looks like there's piles of books.
So
But what if
this
it's the other
interior?
bookshop?
The other bookshop. Okay.
Mm.
All right. This is my
It's too
last
vague
poll.
for me to tell.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
I would just say it's too vague for me to tell. I'm not seeing the bookshop specifically. It
Yeah,
could just be a stock background.
could be. Does it say? There's nothing else we can see in it. Just flames, and yeah, it does look like books in a window.
Yeah. And
There's a counter right
conceivably
here.
shelves?
I do think this is the bookshop. I think this is Aziraphale's desk. That shot we're constantly getting with the little desk in front, where the cash register is, right here. Cash register,
Mhm.
and Aziraphale's desk is like right here, and those are those windows. That's maybe
I mean, could you pull up a shot to compare?
I could. Give me a sec. That's a good point. Let's see. Somebody help me. What episode and season would have a good compare? Episode 1 probably from season 2. Yeah. Let's look.
If you say so.
Could be. If so, I mean, they already burnt down the whole bookshop once. Do you think if this is one of the bookshops, do you think this could again be another reference to that? I mean, it's Armageddon, but the destruction photos we've seen of Wickber Street where only the bookshop is standing.
What?
The art that was cut from season 2. So it's official. It's in the X-rays. The dream sequence art.
I don't think I've seen those.
Really? I have those somewhere too. I need to have things better organized. Let me see. I actually want to see if I can pull those up. That's like my behind the scenes stuff. Yeah, it might take me a hot minute to find that, so I don't want to.
No
Behind the
worries.
scenes stuff. But yeah, it's wild, those photos. If anyone has them and can drop them in Discord where I can quickly grab them, I will show what I'm talking about. They're pretty. Oh, here's one. Okay, here we go.
I think I have them on my computer.
Here we go. Got them.
Yeah.
Here's one. Here's another one. Now these are in the Amazon extras. Anyone can go look at them, the X-ray extras. And these are concept art for a scene that was cut at the end of season 2, episode 2. This is initially where this was supposed to go, rather than that lovely ending we get with Crowley and Aziraphale in the land of Ooze sitting on the beach. So here's the clearest of. You can see it is like rubble levels of wiped out. And Neil said in an interview that this was a dream sequence, but he didn't say whose dream it was, of course. Yeah, there's another one where it's like on a cliff even. Everything's really destroyed there. Yeah, so that's it. Those are the 4 shots.
Oh wow, look at it. It's just hovering on some asphalt.
Yep. see. Yeah, so are we going to see something like this in season 2? If it was supposed to have been foreshadowed in season 2, I mean, will we see it in season 3?
We do still have the Book of Revelations quote that Jim Breel came up with, so that would still qualify as foreshadowing.
Right.
Hmm.
The one you're talking about, the there will come a tempest, and that one? Okay.
Yeah.
I actually looked it up. I wasn't sure. It's not a direct quote out of the Bible. It more like kind of mashes together just some ideas and made it sound biblical.
That makes more sense,
Yeah.
especially if they had to end it with Buddy Holly.
Yeah. The only quote that I remember from the Bible is the one on the matchbox that says, out of his mouth shall come. I actually have the matchbox. Wait. Sorry. Is that one? I actually got this from
Not to us.
Rachel and Bethany at Ineffable Con, and isn't this cool? You can kind of hold it up there. But yeah, it's like an exact replica of and it has the little Job quote on it there. And it says, out of his mouth go burning lamps and sparks of fire leap out. But that seems to have simply referenced the Job episode specifically, rather than, I don't know if it's foreshadowing anything, although this is, it's not, I think it's the Leviathan or something. I can't remember. Looked it up.
Big
So,
booger.
let's see. Somebody said, guys, I might be reading too much into it. But in the writing of the title, we've got 1 halo and 2 devil tails. Okay, so I'm going to go back to this. I heard somebody mention this before, and I never really thought about it. So yeah, we have the tail here and the tail on 3.
Did that happen with 2?
Well, I have
No,
the,
I checked
No.
it. No,
it's
Was
just a
it
normal
just a
2?
flat 2?
yeah, it was normal too.
Okay, that's interesting.
I didn't read into it really. Just
Just a design
But we have
element?
one halo and 2 demonic tails. So
Who would
The
be
M kind
second
of looks like a pitchfork too.
It does actually. I bet that's definitely on purpose. But that M has always been a pitchfork for sure. But I hadn't
Right.
noticed that that's what it is referencing. Okay, so let's go to episode 1 and see if I can compare. Yeah, or Amazon gets mad at me, so demonetizes my stream. Let's see the bookshop. There we go. I think we should get the exterior.
Oh, wait.
Sorry about that.
skipped right past it.
Jumping around too much. Nope. Got to go back a little bit further. I guess we have to tolerate the credit. No, the 2. Look,
No,
wait. The 2
it
had a
does have an
tail. At
Okay.
least in.
I was wrong.
That is okay. Okay, so we're gonna go straight to the bookshop here. Okay, wait. Okay, I'm not familiar with the layout of London. Okay, so we're gonna get inside and see his layout. That is correct.
And he's turning. Oh no.
I loved
he's getting
this.
the letter.
If you watch the behind the scenes for how they did this, it's super cool. Like, it's really, really neat, the camera techniques to get that specific shot. Okay, so this isn't quite what I was hoping for. Let's go later in the episode, because so when Crowley shows up to do the apology dance, we definitely get that layout here, where Aziraphale gets up and stands. Yeah, okay. We're not going to get like a perfect shot of it, but roughly here? Okay, so this is...
But there's no windows.
No, there are the windows behind him. They're just shuttered.
These are 2 windows. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Okay.
let's shrink this up and compare. Kind of side by side. Sorry about that. make this one do the same thing. Okay, so do we think this is potentially this angle of the bookshop? I'll ask in chat too. Did I already? I did not yet. Okay, so is this destruction the bookshop, or is it just general fire? So what do you think, Eterna?
I think it's just background stock footage. I know it's not fun at all, but
It could be just general shapes, like a building shapes.
if I think I knew from the beginning what kind of frame you were thinking of, but if that was the case, I think the couch that Crowley normally lays on would be there on the left.
Right. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, his favorite. Wait, the couch. Yeah, okay, no, I know what you're talking about. Yeah. Like lounge chair. Do we have two different desks then? Yes, so the two different desks are, there's his work desk, and this is a counter is the better word. I don't know why I kept saying desk. There's a counter here. And that does look like this counter to me. Okay, I'm gonna personally say I do think this is that shot.
I mean, if it's a counter, what are you visualizing? That the counter is dark with some papers or something on it?
Right, so I would be visualizing, yeah, exactly, a dark counter, and we can see the counter here. This is the same counter right here with stuff on it. He's got, bric-a-brac. I don't know what you want to call it. Stuff that he has sitting on there. He's always got some papers on there, and then there's a little till right here is where it would be sitting. Like an old-fashioned one where you press the buttons and the little papers pop up. The little.
Can you move the release date aside so we can see the register?
There in this. So there is a register right here. You can't see it. It's okay. I know you can see it. I think that's episode 6. I can take it and look, but let's try again. We can try that. I think it's in episode 6 when they're unloading stuff right before the Aziraphale. No, right before Beelzebub and Jim take off. So not the final 15. We don't need to all break our own hearts. So let's go back.
Not a thread for trigger warnings.
Right. So there's a scene where Aziraphale he gets the box, and I think that's where we see the till. I could be wrong. Where do we see it? I'd have to watch the whole thing. I don't want to take that much time. So being lazy. See if I can find it. Yeah. So what do people think? No, it looks like the majority of people think this is not the bookshop. So
Okay.
What did you think, Sylviana? I didn't ask.
Well, I don't think it's a bookshop. I think we can see another window, like on the right, and it shouldn't be there if it's the bookshop.
Good point. Oh, are these? Wait. Let's.
I thought
watch
these
this
were
again.
the lanterns, the Chinese lanterns. That was the first thing I thought when I saw it.
Yeah, there's all these. So this is Wickbur Street, not the shop. Is that what you think?
I'm not sure about the place, but I don't know. It could be the street, hence the windows at different places. It's hard to tell.
It is hard to tell. Okay, we can ask if it's Wickbur Street. Do you think it might be Wickbur Street, Eterna, as opposed to just general?
I'm gonna stick with mine. I
No.
still think it's stock.
Just a stock footage. They lit it on fire.
Yeah.
So we did have 75% of people thought it was not the bookshop. They would agree with most of you. So let's see if they think if it's instead Wickbur Street. Because you're right, this is a window, which doesn't make sense if it's inside the bookshop. Not entirely anyway, unless this is more bookshelves. It's hard to really tell, but there's definitely something there.
I mean, I think it makes sense for it to be something that we saw in the teaser,
Mhm.
of Wickber Street, of the bookshop, maybe the inside of the bookshop. But there's the bigger question of like, what would that mean? Like,
Why is it on fire? Again.
is that fire? Is it holy light? Is it just
Oh, yeah,
pretties?
that's true. There's like, is there a crackly sound? I know you can't hear the sound. Let me just. Nope, just music. Yeah, the Chinese lanterns is a good observation, but or is that like light motes? That does almost kind of look like,
Mhm.
I always read it as light motes, not a fire.
yeah. Okay, so this is just light, not fire. That's possible. Somebody else said that they think that this is indoors because these light colors we're seeing down here are light coming through one of these windows. And that
Mm.
could be as well. They are little squares. Well, we're analyzing the.
Us? No.
All right. I do hope we get more to talk about by next week. I hope we get something on Friday. If they move it to Friday, that's cool. But if not, we will see Wednesday next week just to see what's going on with the. They've got to release more than that. I just feel like they will do more for us. They're not gonna just leave us hanging. Oh, I did have another question. Have you noticed that? Let me get this back up. For the official social media accounts, that Good Omens Prime is still using their Good Omens 2 logo.
Hmm.
Still. I just checked this morning. When do you suppose it will change to say Good Omens 3? Any guesses?
When there's a trailer.
Well, a full trailer?
On Friday.
This Friday?
We've changed from Wednesdays to Fridays.
I would
Or
be
just
okay with
Monday,
that.
who knows?
Then Monday. Just keeps
We can
creeping
just know.
around. Yeah, see right here, you can see they are still using the Good Omens 2 logo in their profile on both Instagram and X. So it looks this is more split. So a lot of people do think this is Wickber Street. 62% actually in the chat. So all right. Okay, folks. Well, I'm going to let you go. We've been doing this for an hour.
All right. Fun times.
Yeah. Thank you so much for making time to come, and the audience too. Glad everybody shows up for these. And we'll just have to kind of wing it, I think, in the next week to figure out what's going to happen before we plan another live stream. But if anything happens, we will definitely come back and do this again.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Do you guys want to say anything about like Comic Geekery before we head out? Do you want to say anything about anything you've been up to lately, or like plug your socials? Feel free to do that kind of thing as we're heading out here. This is the credits portion.
Hi, I'm Comic Geekery. I am a professional writing coach, and also I do a lot of Good Omens fan fiction and analysis and such. I started a new fic. If you want to see it, it's based on Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Oh, and where can they find that?
It's on Archive of Our Own. It's called Crowley and the Great Glass Elevator.
Oh, that's awesome.
It's a sequel to someone
Oh,
else's fic, so it's extra deep.
it's like a fic of a fic, or relate.
Yes.
That's cool. Very fan meta.
Yes.
Somebody here is guessing the trailer will be April 3rd. Well, that was one of the dates I think we might have been hinted on. So I still am hoping March 4th is also potential. March 4th and April 3rd, I'm hoping we will get things. That might be actually even be like the trailer and the poster. Okay,
How
so
close
Sylviana, how
did
about
the
you?
trailer come before season 2?
I don't. Somebody took 2 weeks.
Sorry?
I believe it was 2 weeks, I believe, before season 2.
No, it was in June. I think the trailer was in June.
Okay, so that would be a whole month.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I don't remember the timeline, so thank you for. So we might get one in April. That would actually April
that
3rd
lines
would
up.
be a good.
Yeah.
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 Okay. That's a good guess. We like that. All right. So, Silviana, do you have anything you want to share? Any socials? Anything you're
No.
up to?
No.
Just hanging out, doing this stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Eterna, how about you?
Not much. I'm still making art. Memento X 1013 on Tumblr, but it's slowed down. I'm not making as much art
Yeah.
until we get something new.
Yeah. More new stuff. Definitely. All right, everybody. Thanks again. And hopefully we'll be back next week with some new something to look at. We'll cross our fingers that it's now become, what did you say Friday? I already forgot.
Finale Friday.
Finale Friday. How could I forget that? Okay, so we're crossing our fingers for Finale Friday. And we'll see everybody soon. In any case, for sure, we will get more stuff. So thanks, everyone. Take
Bye.
care. Have a good rest of your week. Bye.